And this little crystal can literally clear anybody else's energy from you. And what I'm finding is that people don't even know that they're carrying other people's energies. Our auras, our subtle bodies, they can come feet off of us. And we could be walking into a store and you're in a great mood and you're happy and peppy and bursting with joy. And then all of a sudden you just feel sad and down and you don't know why. And you realize that somebody's energy field hit yours and you picked it up.
Okay, welcome. I'm glad. Wow, you're bright. What time do you wake up exactly?
5.
Wow, even on the Friday, Saturday, Sunday?
All the time, 5:30. I'm up. Yeah.
Wow, up and ready to go.
Yeah.
Oh wow, love that. That makes sense for you. Love it. You're ready to live life. You're so just
But don't forget, I'm in bed by 9. So I'm not up till midnight. I'm in bed, relaxed, chilling.
Yes.
I'm the 5 p.m. pajama girl,
Oh, I love that. I love that. One day. Okay, well, welcome to Intimate Chats with Jess, which is where I bring on a special guest. We learn more about them and their story, usually through some sort of spiritual journey or healing journey or anything around that. Sometimes they'll be a practitioner, as in they do work, just like Patty, and we'll learn more about that. And then I will get into the second topic, which is what is on their heart. What is something that they're super passionate about that they just feel like they want to express or give more knowledge on, or people should know, or anything that's on their heart. And then I'm going to pull up their chart. Well, you guys won't be able to see it, but I'm going to give them a little mini astrology reading, and I'm going to show how their astrology connects to who they are, their life, and usually their passions aligned with their chart, and we can see the visual of you. So, all right. So, to start off, I want you to just take us back. Obviously, tell us a little bit of your story. But for me, I like to go back into your childhood and talk about who was young Patty as a kid, and how were you, who was adolescence Patty as a teenager, and then now who you are as an adult. So
that's a whole bunch of different Patties. I would say as young, I grew up in a family. I have 5 siblings. Irish Catholic. Mom was alcoholic. Dad was alcoholic. So there was always chaos and just insanity. But I was that child that tried to find humor and bridge gaps and make sure everybody was happy and everybody was good. And then as I fast forwarded to adolescence, it was, I hung out with I'm a little bit older than you, so we had we still have groups.
I mean, no.
Right? You had no idea, right? So there was the stoners, and then there was the dancers, and there were the jogs, and I just kind of was that social butterfly that could kind of meld between all of them. Again, a connector, bringing people together, joining. Got married, 2 kids, college, the whole 9 yards. And then I realized I was missing something, had this huge career, corporate. I just didn't feel right. I didn't feel like I was myself, didn't feel like I was living my life purpose. And I just started different modalities. I'm a doula, I'm a Reiki master, I'm a certified crystal energy guide, I'm an intuitive, I'm a tarot reader. I just found all these other, and one modality led me to another, that led me to another. And for me right now, it's all about energy. It's the planet's energy is changing and growing, and we need to move with it. And we're finding people leaving the collective, and then us, as we raise ours, we're raising the rest of the collective. So that's kind of where I am right now. In a nutshell.
Yeah, that was good. That was good. You got that good. Okay. Okay. So now, yeah, it's your time to present us what's on your heart to share. What are you super passionate about in this moment?
I think right now, right in this moment, I was thinking about a lot of big topics I could talk about, and what I realized is that sometimes it's the smaller things that make the biggest difference. And being a practitioner and working with people a lot, and you and I have had this conversation about shared energies and how do we protect ourselves and what does our daily spiritual hygiene look like, because we are coming in contact with a lot of different people. And this is probably my favorite tool in the whole wide world, is a piece of selenite. And this little crystal can literally clear anybody else's energy from you. And what I'm finding is that people don't even know that they're carrying other people's energies. Our auras, our subtle bodies, they can come feet off of us. And we could be walking into a store and you're in a great mood and you're happy and peppy and bursting with joy. And then all of a sudden you just feel sad and down and you don't know why. And you realize that somebody's energy field hit yours and you picked it up. And I have this in my car. I have it in my house. I make my husband sleep with it in his pillow because selenite can really help you clear if you pick up anything. And the other like must have for me is tourmaline. Is I wear tourmaline, I carry tourmaline, because tourmaline acts as a protectant, it acts as a block, it acts as your safe space or safe net, so to speak. I think that if we go back to nature, we will see that every tool that we ever needed is here on this planet. And we just have to remember how to access them, how to use them, how to grow with them. Does that make sense?
Mm-hmm. 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 Yeah, that was so good. That was so good. So to a beginner, who's never used crystals or heard about it, how do you explain where to even start?
So crystals are, I want you to imagine everything is energy, which we know it is. And crystals have a vibration, and each crystal can add or take away from what's happening in and around you. So if I was to say a starter kit of crystals would be selenite, which acts as a clearer, it cleanses, it can cleanse other crystals, it can cleanse you, it can cleanse the energy in the space. So if there's anything negative, selenite will actually help to clear it and cleanse it. Tourmaline, hematite, obsidian, any dark crystal, they act as protectants or shields. They will help to protect anything from coming in. So if you were invited into my house, over every doorway, every window in my house, I have a piece of tourmaline, because it will literally stop negative energies or energies that I don't want in my home coming in. When you think about quartz, just clear quartz crystals, these guys are amplifiers. Okay, they amplify other crystals. So crystals can be used in multitudes of ways. I use crystals in my plants. I have them in my garden because they add energy and a vibration to your space. and help to, again, raise your vibration. So it's all, for me, it's all about raising that vibration, living the highest vibe life I can, and using different tools in order to get there.
Sounds kind of like minerals.
Yes, they are. Crystals are minerals.
Mm-hmm.
The crystals are mineral stones. It's like you can have geode, you can have rough, you can have polished, but it's all about the vibrational energy in the stone itself.
Okay. So how we see, my thing is, and this is why I never, crystals was not my first, like I knew everyone liked crystals, but I just never saw the value in it, I guess. I knew that they were good, but I was just like, oh, I don't need them, quote unquote. Even though I have some, but it's just, I feel like people don't demonstrate. Like people talk about crystals a lot, but they don't demonstrate actually how to work with it. What do you do? Like how? Because there's people who buy crystals, but if you buy it and then you just like set it somewhere, is it still working, or do you have to be intentional with it? Like, what would you say?
So crystals, yes, the crystal, if you just bought something, you just took this, you plopped it down, it's going to do its job. It will, it has to, because that's what its purpose is. However, if you are using crystals for specific reasons, like when I purchase a new crystal and the crystal finds me, I don't find it. I kind of walk through a store, it calls me, I go to it, I said, okay, now this might sound a little crazy, but like I let the crystal talk to me. It's like, why are you here? You know, a lot of times it could be ancestral. One time I picked up a crystal and it says, your grandfather says you should have this. So then I will go home and I will clear that crystal. I will charge the crystal because I'm a Reiki master. I can charge it. If not, a lot of people will charge their crystals in moonlight. I clear it with selenite. I also clear it with Reiki energy. And then I put an intention into the crystal and I'll say, okay, so this crystal is specifically for ancestral work. Okay. And then I will take it. And when I'm meditating and I'm doing my ancestral work, then I will hold that crystal and it'll help me. It'll bring me to where I need to be. For beginners that are like, I just think that guy's really pretty and I want him in my home, you could do the same thing. Clear whatever other energy is on that, because that crystal has been through a lot of trauma. I want you to imagine a bunch of people digging you up, tearing you apart, ripping you from the earth, sending it through a tumbler, beating you up, making you clean and shiny. Then somebody else's hands grabs it, sticks it on a shelf to be sold. Like, all of that energy has been put into that crystal. So anytime you bring a crystal home, you want to clear it and really get all of that other stuff off so it could be used specifically for you, for your intentions.
Okay, good. That's good. Also, diving, because I'm just like because we hear, okay, how would you define in the basic terms what clearing means? What, and you said clearing, and then you said the other terms that you use. What is that?
Okay, so somebody just asked, how do you feel about clearing with incense? And I highly believe in clearing with incense. You know, you can use wood, you can use, you know, anything, any kind of smoke will help to clear the crystals as well. And so we talked about clearings. I talked about intention.
Yes.
And the intention is what you want this crystal to do for you. So say you are struggling with feeling safe. Okay, you just don't feel safe. So you buy a big old obsidian orb. So you program your intention, you're programming that crystal to help you with safety, security in your home, to make you feel so. And the reason why I said an orb is the shape of the crystal will change how that energy is put out or how that vibration is put out. So an orb, if you think about that big round, it is literally spreading that energy in a
Mm.
circular away from the center of the crystal itself.
Okay, so the act of clearing is pretty much removing any energy that was not yours, that was before. So you're clearing that energy, and then you are, yeah, setting the intention with it. So yeah, like for instance, I mean, I can just grab. Well, this is a selenite too, but yeah, and then so you're holding it, and then you're saying out loud, that's how you set your intention. Okay, I want this, or this even. This is my amethyst crystal. Yeah. So you hold it and say, for I got this for anxiety. So, or I just want to be calm. So, what do I say? Like, I just want my intention for this crystal to keep me calm when I start to feel anxious.
As simple as that, and just say, hey, this is your soul purpose. This is what I need you for. And that's exactly it. Like intention in I think in energy work straight across the board, intention is everything.
Yes.
That's all you need is intention is everything. So as long you don't have to say it out loud, you could say it in your mind, you can hold it, you can infuse your energy into it so it can, like really grasp it. You can say it out loud. There's many different ways.
Okay, we do have some questions. Look, okay. So what would you recommend for school, like focus and memory retention? I've tried fluoride, solidite, or is it sodalite? Sodalite. Yeah. Anything else you would recommend?
Okay, so when I think about focus, I think about quartz. Quartz crystals they amplify and they have focus and target. The other crystal, a lot of times, and you held it up, is somebody says quartz with me as well. Is the amethyst? Is because with amethyst is not only just for clearing. Believe it or not, amethyst is known back in the day, like 1,500 years ago. It was known as the sobriety stone because by helping to take away anxiety, frustrations, all of those issues. And when we find ourselves in school and we can't focus, we can't study, it's because there's always something else going on in our mind. Get a good grounding crystal, black tourmaline, get a quartz, and then I would, if you could, get a small amethyst. And one thing, guys, that's really important is size doesn't matter. Size does not matter in the crystal world. So I carry I have a little medicine bag that I put all my crystals in. I don't have to walk around with big old chunks of crystal on me. It's the vibration and the energy that the crystal is working. And for those of you that know chakra systems, they actually work with your chakra system. So that's why I said a dark crystal for your root chakra to get you grounded, quartz crystal for your crown chakra to get you focused, and then the amethyst, although it is for your third eye, for me it's also for your heart chakra to help you stay calm.
Okay. Wow. Yeah, Chris, I love that. I'm glad you found us. That's really good. That's really good. Hopefully, by the end of this, I can get Patty to maybe create her own Whatnot account. I'm going to explain to you what Whatnot is and why I think you will do great. Because you sell medicine, your pouches, don't you? Or don't you help people put that together?
I help people put them together. Yes.
Yes. So highly recommend. She speaks for herself. How well informed and amazing she is. So, okay. So then the charging. So that was the other thing.
Yes.
Okay. What does that mean on a basic standard, and what does that look like?
So when you're charging a crystal, it is about giving it its energy back, so to speak, because it's giving you, it's feeding you, it's taking care of you. Well, we've got to give some energy back. The standard practice for charging for a lot of people is moonlight. because the moon will actually help to charge the crystal itself. If I was to put all of my crystals out in the moonlight, it would take me 3 weeks to get them out and 3 weeks to get back in again. So I would never get to charge them. So I use Reiki to charge my crystals. Now, if you are not a Reiki master, or if you're not a Reiki practitioner and you don't have it, you can. I, a lot of times, are left by windows. I let the moonlight come in and charge them as well. You can bring them outside into the moonlight. And guys, cheat. I am the laziest crystal person there is going. That's why I have selenite all over my house. My jewelry sits on selenite because it clears it. Quartz can charge. You can use your quartz crystals to charge your other crystals because that is what it does. It amplifies. So put your crystals in a bag with quartz, or have some quartz sitting on it, have it sitting on a quartz bar. That's another way. I love the moonlight because it connects the earth to the sky. So I love that also. But, and sunlight too. Yes. Sunlight's a great cleanser and charger. So yes, good job. Yes, it does both. And lots of selenite, yes. We like selenite. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I think you think I don't a selenite mine right now. It's like selenite is my jam. So.
So how often do you need to charge?
You know what? It's a good question. So most people do it monthly. You'll know when your crystal needs charging. It'll tell you. It'll stop working. It'll stop vibrating. And I think a lot of people, like, they're like, oh, I lost my crystal. Like, this is not good. And that's not the case at all. If you lose a crystal, if a crystal breaks, if it just disappears, it means that that crystal was done with you on this journey. It gave you the medicine it needed. Christy, I'll be back in 1 second because I do think the combination is great, but let me look one more time to make sure. But it means that it's done with the journey. Now, if you have crystals that break, I actually put them in my plants. I will put it back in earth. I'll put it outside. I'll replant the crystals. I'll put it back in. A lot of times when I've lost crystals and I couldn't find them, a friend of mine would come along and say, hey, Patty, I found this. Is this yours? It means that that person needed it, and then it came back to me. Did that answer your question?
Yes, it did. It did.
Okay.
And I wanted to go. So she said, I had tiger's eye and bracelet, tourmaline, and quartz around my neck, and then the fluorite soda. Is that the one that did you answer that one yet? Is that too much?
That was the one I was saying. Is that too much? No. So to answer your question, no, it's not too much. And the tiger's eye, if it's the brown traditional tiger's eye, that is really great. It's a great crystal for business, for purpose, for getting things done. The other crystals, like we discussed already, the quartz, the selenite, the tourmaline, all great. The fluorite is great too. Fluorite there's certain crystals that are almost like multi-purposeful, like almost everybody can use them, but then there are some that are very specific to the user themselves based on their needs.
So yeah, I'm starting to think, because I'm learning about vibe, like high vibrational, low vibrational. Yeah. Oh my goodness, mind blow. So it sounds like crystals just help. I mean, they are high vibrational. So the more of that energy that you can put around you, the more I don't know how you describe it. The more high vibe you feel.
The more high vibe you are. So when you keep your vibes up, right? Yeah. There are people that are attracted to you because of your vibes. You know what I'm saying? And I think you even said it, like the first time you met me, right? You were like, oh my God, like people want to be around you. And then by you being around them, they raise their vibes, and then they raise their vibes, and then they raise their vibes. So before you know it, you have a whole pot of people that are really just elevated. And as a result, we're elevating the planet. Does that make sense? Yeah. So keep raising your vibes. And there's other ways besides using crystals, but crystals is an easy way to raise your vibe. So I saw a couple questions, something about moldavite. Moldavite is, I actually have it on right now. I don't know if you can see it. It's a beautiful little ring. Moldavite is a tektite. Came from space. It is crazy. This is a crystal that you have to work up to. You can't just take it and put it on. There's a deep connection to divine in this, to travel, astral travel, so most people, it probably took me 4 months, 5 months for me to be able to wear this daily, because it is that high vibrational. So whoever asked that, thank you for asking, because it's a lot. Okay, what's next? I missed something else I saw. This is fun, guys. Thank you for joining. It's so much fun.
Okay, motivate. Okay, Tyrus said that they had a bracelet break us recently, so that pretty much goes back to what you were saying, that it was, served its purpose.
Yep.
Okay. He said, or they said it had 7 chakras with lava stones.
Okay. So the bracelet that they had the 7 crystals for each chakra and a lava stone. Okay. So when that happens, it could be for a multitude of things. It isn't always the crystal's fault. It could sometimes be the string's fault. I would never assume that all 7 crystals are all 7 chakras are perfectly aligned and going, because that's not normally the case. Maybe it is. So congratulations, whoever did that. You know what I mean? But for this case specifically, I would say that it's quite possible there was something with the string, because every chakra needs or I shouldn't say every chakra needs. There are different crystals for each chakra based on the megahertz and the vibration of that chakra. So we can use the crystal to activate a chakra. We can also use a crystal of the opposite color to deregulate a chakra. So maybe somebody's chakra is overactive and we want to bring it down a notch. Usually it's the brain. Our crown chakra, so we would use a dark or black or really deep crystal to help tone that activation down.
Okay, perfectly explained. Yeah, that makes sense. Okay, hi, Cars Manson. Sorry, I'm terrible with names. Okay, we're gonna pause. You guys could, if you have any questions, feel free to put them in the comments. But I do want to move forward. We'll answer the rest of the questions at the end of this podcast. So, just so we can because last time this happened, then we was here for 20 hours, so which is fine, but I want to make sure we get everything out the way. Okay, so that's great. All of that is definitely helpful. And then, you convinced me. I really need to be more intentional with my crystals. I really do. Why not? Well, of course, if like you said, it's so simple. Honestly, the way you kind of describe it is I don't know, eating healthy or something, having plants around you, the energy. Especially if you're going through a transition, or you're feeling, or you are you are a sensitive person and you are easily affected, why not have that in your space that could just literally be doing the work
for you?
Yeah, for you. Yeah, that's so true. I had one more question as far as clarity on what you said, but feel like I forgot it. Going back to the being out in the world and or being out even in your home space of people who may be their energies may affect you.
Oh my God.
Um,
Yes.
how so when it comes to clearing, do you just or cleansing yourself of that energy? Do you just the act of you keeping it on you is doing the clearing, or with the selenite? Do I when I come home from a long day of work, do I actively do something with it, or just having it is doing the job?
For me, I will actively, literally wand myself with selenite, because the spaces that I'm in are very energetic. Mm-hmm. Highly energetic, and sometimes good energy and sometimes not great energy. So what I do is just literally clear. Now, you can also, exactly, Palo Santo does the same thing. Sage can do the same thing. So you can clear yourselves in many different ways. For me, the other way is the salt bath. A salt bath will immediately get rid of any attachments, anything that's in your aura, anything that's on you that does not need to be there. So there's plenty of ways. But usually when you put a protection, I don't not know if everybody uses protection, but I started this whole thing with daily hygiene. So it's not just clearing it off. It's also when you're walking out into the world, putting a protection around you. I use a bubble. Some people use mirrors. Some people use shields. So there's a lot of different ways to do it. The one thing, yes, to a salt bath. The one thing I'm going to say is that make sure before you put that protection on, you are clear. A lot of times I've talked to people and they're like, well, I walked into this room and there was all this weird negative energy. So I put a bubble on me and I still feel so drained and I feel so bad. I was like, because that energy, you bubbled that negative energy in with you. Do you see what I'm saying? So you want to clear your energy before you put any kind of shields up. Does that make sense?
Yeah. Oh my goodness. Okay. My ideas for content for you is just like blowing up right now because I'm a visual person. So just seeing a morning like clip, or you express, this is what I do. This is how I prepare myself, cleanse myself, protect myself for me to get out there. No, I just see that. But okay, this is so good, so good, so good. I want to definitely got my, I wanted them to get a peek, but I do hope that you have your own channel that you want to, we'll talk about that a little later. And then you can dive deeper into everything because there's so much. Okay, so we're going to answer questions, but first so now I want to pull up your astrology chart.
Okay.
And unless, did you finish? Is that the bulk of what you kind of wanted?
It was way more than the book.
Okay.
It's perfect. So I think everybody kind of got what they needed in a quick little synopsis. And yes, you can activate and bubble with intention. Just make sure you're clear before you do it. So,
okay. And salt bath, yes.
Yes, salt bath, definitely, yes. And a sea salt, it could be table salt, although table salt's not so fun. You can actually put in some essential oils in the bath. So it's your time for self-care, to take care of yourself and just let everything go from the day.
Yeah, Himalayan sea salt is what I was used. You can literally just go to any your grocery store and get a pack or wherever that has the salt bath. Isn't it Dr. Teal's? That's what I use.
Dr. Dr. Teal's. Yeah, he uses Epsom salt. I mean,
yes, Epsom salt. There you go.
Yes.
Yes. Okay. So, what is your information? So, what is your birthday?
Oh, February 3rd. Okay, guys, don't laugh. 1963.
Oh my, we're not. February. You said 23rd.
February 3rd.
Oh, 3rd. Yes, of course, because you're Aquarius. And you said, sorry, I have to. What was the year?
1963.
1963. That is, we're not going to dive into that is amazing, honestly. Okay. And your time?
4:24 p.m.
4:24 p.m. And then your birth location? City and state.
Yeah, Plainview, New York.
Okay. All right, just how it's sound, Plainview, New York. Okay.
Plainview, New York.
Okay. All right, so February 3rd, 1963, 4:24 p.m.
p.m. Yes.
Yes. Okay. Cool. Okay. So this is the part where as an astrologer, I just pull up her astrology information, and I kind of will give you like a brief on your energy and how, even though I've kind of given you a little bit of it, we've done a little bit, but for the sake of people to see. Okay, so Patty, you are I honestly should have had some people guess.
I made a mistake. It was 4:34 p.m. If that makes a difference.
Oh, okay, 4:34. Okay, someone, does anybody know astrology in here? I don't know if everybody's, but if you know anything about astrology while I'm changing the time, guess what Patty could be? Guess what her sign could be? Okay, tell me that time again.
4:34 p.m.
4:34. Okay, 4:34 p.m. Okay. Okay. All right. No guesses. Okay. Maybe no one's astrology. Everyone's probably crystal. Okay. All right. So Patty, you are an Aquarius. You are a Leo rising, and you are a Gemini moon. Oh, you're a Gemini moon.
Mm-hmm.
I forgot that. I don't even remember talking about that. What? Oh, okay. Wow.
Yeah.
Your husband is 7. Oh, and an Aries. Isn't that interesting? Yeah. Isn't your husband, Patty's husband is
Aries? Yeah, it's an Aries.
Yeah. Wow, that's cool. Okay, so all right, so I'm gonna start off with your rising sign, which is Leo. I'm gonna just talk about your big 3, what that means, and then I'll kind of pick something that is standing out to me that is happening in your life right now. So Leo rising. I mean, we talked about energy, for everyone, just so you know. You could probably tell through just the screen, but if you ever got the chance to be one-on-one with Patty in physical life, you can just feel the love, the energy, she just oozes light. She warms any room that she comes in, and it's just it makes you just feel really good, really seen too. And I believe that definitely contributes to your Leo rising, because Leo is literally is ruled by the sun energy, meaning it's Leo people, but rising specifically are meant to shine their light to others, to help them shine their light back. People say Leo energy is usually the attention seekers or da-da-da-da. Not necessarily. They are meant to attract attention, just like the sun is. I mean, we would all be dead without the sun. So when the sun rises, it brings this light, which brings energy to other people, which is how I would say Leo energy is. This is why we see a lot of celebrities who are Leo energy, because they have this influence just from being themselves, and just bringing out their self confidently. That's Leo energy. Being a leader, that's Leo energy. Being creative, whether that's through their looks or through something that they perform, their performance do, it helps people see the confidence within themselves, or want to exude, want to have that same energy. So that is kind of your gonna be like your themes of life is bringing that energy to other people, helping people like see their light and be able to shine and be confident. Also exuding this love energy. Leo is the epitome of love. They love love. They love to receive it. They love to give it. So it's just like this push pull energy for you as well. So I would say a lot of Leo, especially Leo risings, definitely had to navigate through like self love first. And maybe through when they were younger, they would go towards people who gave them that love, but then would be disappointed when it wasn't real or true because they kind of can wrap their identity. And I don't know if this was your experience of like the feeling of love, the idea of it, but if it's not coming from you first, then you can kind of like learn that like lessons around that.
Right. Yes.
Yeah. 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 So, but you have so much wisdom, and I know you obviously seem like you've learned through that already. Trying to gather my.
I've worked through that.
Yes, exactly. So yeah, that's kind of like your energy, like being a creative being, putting yourself out there. That is important for Leos. You are not meant to be behind the scenes, which again, you have the Aquarius part of you, like we talked about. So that's where the tug between me wanting to be in the center of attention, but so I can serve my role, which is to be a leader, set the example, but also provide that energy I'm meant to, and to stand out. But then the Aquarius is like, but everyone's the same. You know, the Aquarius sun in you is like, we're all equal. Sometimes Leo energy, not to say, I guess it's not that they don't think that everyone's equal, but they want to be. They don't want to be like, they want to be the lead. Like, to be honest, it's not bad, but once again, it's that sun energy of like, well, I want to be the center of attention. Like, I can be in the group, but I have to be the first. So you may like go through those polarities between of like feeling like you want to just be within the community. You don't want, but there's a part of you that wants to actually stand out, wants to be the leader of the pack, quote unquote, or wants to be able to help lead people. So for you just kind of have to balance those two energies. And it's just kind of like feeling like waking up. Do you want to be more of the one that's putting yourself out there? Do you want to be in your Leo energy? The next day you may feel like I've been too much. I need people. I need my community. I need groups. I need whatever. And that even can represent you being on social media. Like, if you decide to make this your journey, maybe you may just go through, like, I would say, like, a Leo being themselves or people with Leo energy being on social media is like you just doing a day in your life, or you're talking about yourself, or you're showing like your, I don't know, style or something like that. But then another one could be, then you tap into the Aquarius, which is like you are on live, or you're like answering questions to the community. You're helping the community. But Leo is more of like, I feel, people with Leo, they're like showing just about them. They're like, I'm doing this for me. Like, does that make sense?
Yeah, no, it does make sense. Totally.
Yeah. Have you felt that throughout your times of your life where you were just like, I'm just, one part of you is like, this is for me. I just want to be, this is because this brings me joy. I love it. It doesn't help anybody, but I love it. And then the other part of you that's like, okay, I'm doing this to help others.
I think throughout my journey, it has been a push-pull, but what I find is that everything that I do, that I did for me, I want to share with everybody. Like, I want everybody to know, like even just a crystal, like how can a rock help better your life? How could understanding your subtle body energies like help you feel better, help you, like, when I clear somebody's energy, they're like, oh my God, I feel like I just lost 50 pounds. Like the weight of the world has come off my shoulder. And yes, I can do that for you, but you could do that for yourself. And that's what I want people to know, is that, yes, you can go to a practitioner and it's wonderful. And I want you to come to practitioners, but you could do this yourself. And it's empowering people to be able to understand that they can do it for themselves and they can help others by doing that. So,
yes, yes. And yes, Carl's. Why am I like struggling with his name? But Carl's, yeah, that's true. Definitely, and we know. I mean, definitely in social media everywhere. I think everyone should be on all the prime social media accounts: Instagram, YouTube, TikTok. But one that is a great, if you have your own product, or if you want to like do a Q&A, or just, it's another a good way as well. Oh, Charles Manson. Okay, got it. Not only that, but don't see the internet. Okay, another thing I was gonna say lastly about Leo is confidence. That's something that especially Leo rising or people with Leo energy have to learn how to be confident and just putting themselves out there. But Leo rising specifically, like the readings that I've given with people, there is either, for whatever reason, there is this like this inability to be, or this block of like confidence, and meaning like putting yourself out there. There's so many Leo rising people that should be out there, but for whatever reason they are not. It just goes back to the confidence and this being seen energy. So yeah, that's just further validation for you.
I see what you're doing here.
Yeah, you see what I'm doing? I'm being so sneaky. No, but it's true. Hey, it's just your chart here. You also have you have Mars. Oh, I didn't know you had Mars in Leo. Okay. So yeah, that Mars in Leo is very you taking care of yourself, you putting yourself out there is just really important. You do. Oh, that makes so much sense. So Mars in your first house, or people are usually very action oriented, especially if they have fire Mars. They are literally so passionate about just doing, and especially when it comes to like taking care of themselves or doing anything, but they are typically the people who are, when they wake up, they're ready to go. They have so much energy. That's what that's what I'm trying to say. More than the average. I'm not saying that everybody, but they don't have to do much work. They just have this energy. So for you, even, it's important for you to like, I don't know if you are very like, you do like dance or you work out or anything like that, but sometimes with people with the Mars in the first house, they can get a little restless or have so much energy that they have to like use it, and sometimes they don't. It can be like frustration, or they can turn into like frustration or aggravation or something around that, or blocks around like stuff or certain things like that. So for you, you just you need to be like releasing that, which could be on your creative projects, which could be on you taking care of yourself. So many things, but there's a necessity in that. Do you feel that?
I do, and I hike, I do yoga every morning. You know what I'm saying? It's like whenever I can, I get out into nature, I hug trees, and people make fun, and I don't care. I'm sorry. A good tree hug, it'll take all of your excess energy and it'll ground you and root you. And I think that right now is my biggest, also being an Aquarian, as my sun sign, is staying rooted and grounded, because I do have a tendency to fly, way too high, and I need to just come back down.
Yes, 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 yes. Oh, yes, for sure, for sure. Sorry, I'm like seeing other stuff. So yeah, so that's that. And then yes, with your Aquarius energy, you have an Aquarius in the seventh house. Someone said about the seventh house. So yeah, you're definitely a partnership type of woman. You love to be in partnership, whether that's romantic, but also like with others. You like having close one-to-one relationships, which also has to do with like you being a practitioner. There's something about the one-to-one. I mean, you do like groups, but you like to really get people, like you feel maybe like you can help them more, impact them more when you're like close.
Right. No, I would agree with that totally. Because I think that once you understand, what those person's needs and wants and desires are, and being able to help guide, almost like guide them, kind of like the chat we had yesterday. Do you know what I'm saying? Is it just really not giving answers, not telling anybody what to do, just saying, hey, have you looked at it at this perspective? Have you seen it from this viewpoint? Because that then allows, I never want to take somebody's power away. I only want to give them power, give them their own power. And having that one-on-one allows you to do that. Where in a group setting, you don't get that luxury. I do love groups, don't get me wrong. But
Carlos, you said, you're a Virgo. Yeah, you may have some Leo energy in your chart. If some of this resonates with you, you could also have other astrology in your chart that aligns with this. Yeah, and then also with Aquarius for you, once again, a freedom seeker. Freedom is important to you, which is even why maybe that's why I just love having conversations. I mean, I'm an Aquarius too, so that makes sense. Yeah. But having Aquarius energy is very open-minded, very freedom-oriented. That's even goes back to like when you give advice, you don't take people's power away from them. You guide them, but you also are able to be open to hearing anything, kind of what we talked about yesterday. As far as I've always said for me, there is nothing anyone can tell me that's too crazy. Like, because I'm like, there is no such thing for me. And actually, I want to know, the crazier the better, actually. The weirder, the stranger. But even the way you give advice. So you could be a really good therapist, because that's also sometimes with the energy of people having seventh house. Being good at giving relationship advice, business advice, or anything around those, like partnerships or anything. But you give advice in unique ways, because that's another thing. Aquarius they think differently. They are the innovators. They can bring a new experience or a new idea to something. So yeah, that's your energy for sure.
Awesome.
Yes, and then we go to your Gemini, moon, which is very social. The social butterfly that just loves to talk to different people, get different perspectives, but they also like to learn too through different modalities, I would say. I always think of like Gemini people being the one that's like able to multitask and learn so much. I admire people with Gemini energy, because they're just so good at doing multiple things at once. And I can't. I mean, it's not that I can't, but it's just like, I'm the type of person that talking on the phone to someone, I will stop like what I'm doing, and like my partner will always get upset. He's like, you can move and still do and I'm like, for some reason my brain is not wired like that. And I feel like for you probably is like I've seen Gemini energy people like reading multiple books at a time while then talking on the phone while cooking something, and you do it well, and I'm like, what? Do you feel that way?
It's funny. I much more so in my previous lives. I think like in this life at this moment, it's for me, it's if I'm talking to you, I want to give you my full attention. If I'm do you know what I mean? Like if I'm reading a book, it's that full attention. If I'm taking time for myself for self-care, that is all I'm gonna do. Where in my previous life, I was doing everything. I was spinning plates. I was dancing on one leg, and I could do it all. But now I feel like the more we distract ourselves, the more we move away from ourselves. So when I really want to stay in the moment as much as possible, so I can fully enjoy it.
So you're matured from your like.
Yes.
Being all over emotionally all over the place. Well, that's good, honestly, and that's I would say sometimes with the Gemini energy of like they can be the saying for any Gemini energy or people with Gemini or Gemini energies in their charts is what is it? It's like master of a trade, something, or what is that? It's like when you have your hand.
They can do everything but a master of none.
Yes, exactly.
Yes. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Meaning they can be so interested and so scattered through with a lot of things that they are not super focused or they don't complete something.
Jack of all trades. Good job.
There you go.
There, Jack of all
yes,
trades.
Thank you.
Perfect. Yes.
Yes, yes. So that may have been like your younger energy, but you've learned to master that. But you're still able to do. I mean, you still seem like you do a lot of things in it throughout your day, or like you're interested in a lot of things.
We do, and I think that it's important to have passions and to throw yourselves into them because that's how we stay young. So, neuroplasticity is not a new science, but it's fairly new to what's happening. And every time you learn something new, you're creating new neural pathways in your brain, which makes your brain refire, reconnect, re-engage. So new is great for the brain. And that's why I'm always trying to find something new, learn something new, accomplish something new, because I want to keep my brain moving, going, shaking, How many topics can we cover in this?
Right? I know. Honestly. Oh my God. That's what I really respect about that. That is a Gemini moon expression, meaning, yeah, that's so true because you want to experience. Gemini is the curious, very curious, and that's why they're able to talk. They're very good with they can talk to anybody and because they have all this knowledge, they don't confine themselves. They're always open to learning new things, which, yeah, like that's a good perspective. Oh my gosh. And now it makes me feel like as a homebody introvert, I'm just like, oh my gosh, I need to get out of my own space. I need to experience new things. I'm not growing as much as I can. Yeah. And okay, so your moon is in your 11th house, which is about friends, groups, and communities. So for you, and your moon energy is what you need to feel emotionally satisfied, taken care of, nurtured. It's your self-care. And for you, like you like to be in groups. That's another thing, once again, or being around friends or making an impact on people, like like it could be public speaking or it could be social media. You need to make an impact through what you have to say, and have to offer through your knowledge. Once again, tapping into the Gemini moon of everything that you've learned. You're meant to share it with people.
Awesome.
Yeah.
We're sharing.
Yeah, exactly.
It means caring.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah. I'm so corny.
No, I love it. No, perfect. Perfect. Yeah, so, yeah, I mean, yeah. Okay, would you say, do you have a big friend group?
I have pods. Okay. I have pods. I have like my true group is my family. We are super close, super tight. They are my people, like literally. And then from there, I have a lot of different interests. So as a result, I have a group of people that are just into antiquing, and I have a group of people that are into the metaphysical world, and I have a group of people that are into the beauty world from all the different, masks I've worn throughout my years. So I have a lot of, I wouldn't say one big group. I have a lot of smaller groups of friends. So yeah.
Makes it. Yeah. That's what I was gonna say for you, because it definitely seems like you having because Gemini rules your 11th house, meaning like you are, your friends. You like to have people who are doing different things. There is you enjoy that aspect because it represents your moon energy of like being interested in different things. So of course it will make sense for you to have like groups of friends or just your type of friends that have that. But once again, like close connection is important to you in general. And so that's a whole nother thing. But anyway, so that's like your main energies that I would just say. Definitely here to be a light, to shine your light, love, all of that, be confident. Definitely here to, I mean, you're doing exactly what you're doing as a practitioner as well. And then, yeah, your like social energy to share. I mean, as we do, as you do, but even this is like heightened, just like even being able to like go through the comments and talk to people. Like, I'm still getting used to this, but the fact that this is your first time being on here and you're already like calling people out, I'm like, whoa, go ahead. Like, for me, it overwhelms me a little bit sometimes because I'm like so single focused. So yeah, that's good. That's good. Okay, so what do I want to say for you? I already said, I don't know, I'm pretty sure we talked about your nodes. Like, what is your, like, purpose for you to kind of focus on, this year and next year? Did we talk about that yet?
We did, yeah. Not here, but we have.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah. So the nodes, which is all collectively our soul's purpose in this lifetime. Like, in this year and next year, this is where we are being guided to focus more on. Yeah, it's going from you're learning to release any, like old ways. It's showing that you're releasing the need to be perfect when it comes to you making your own income. You're not really, I don't know, there's a transition between you having to make your own income or around values or something to you attracting it by just being the spiritual being that you are. This is like the best. I would say this is really good because it just says you have to show up in your true energy. You don't have to work hard, and that's what you're on right now. It's just like you showing up, putting yourself out there, being the spiritual being light, and then you are just going to attract that. So, I mean, you've definitely been, we know that that's been your experience. So that's good. And then also, you also, I mean, gosh, so much intuitive energy. It shows, we talked about yesterday how you have certain gifts or things through, because you do your crystal healing or you do your Reiki. And you were talking about your experience of like new things you're able to like see or do. That's going to get amplified. Like your gifts, and maybe because you're living it and you're really diving in, but it just shows that from now until next summer, your gifts are just going to be amplifying for sure.
Yay. Love that.
Yeah, and then also that you'll just be doing a lot of behind the scenes work, meaning like helping people on their journeys. So it just shows that this is like the year for you to really kind of easily attract the abundance and the just living your truth. And you, like you said, as far as leaving the corporate world and just living your truth, it just shows success in that. So
I like it.
Yes. So good. Okay. So I want to be respectful of your time, which is an hour we've been here. So was there any final things that you wanted to say or had anything? Or if not, then this is the time where I will say whatever you offer. You can give your socials, your site, your anything here to promote yourself.
Okay. And for those of you that you do not know me, I am not really on social media. This is a kind of new venture for me, and it's been a lot of fun. I am on Instagram, but I don't even know who I am on Instagram, so I will find it. I will let you know. How bad is that?
No, that's not.
I'm like,
we're all so excited to be on the start of your journey because next year you're going to be.
I am actually PK Stern 1 on Instagram. PK Stern 1.
Can you type that in the comments?
I can, if I can figure out how to find my keyboard. PK Stern 1. No, does that say PK Stern 1? It does. There we go. That is me.
Okay, perfect. That's you on Instagram.
That is me on Instagram. And then I'm not really on Facebook. I don't really do anything there. And this is my first time on this. I'm not on YouTube. I'm not on TikTok. So you're along for the ride, guys. You can say you knew me when.
Exactly. Exactly. And then what about your offerings? Is there any
I do. Anybody who, well, thank you. It was nice to meet you too. I do. Everybody's from around the world. I'm currently in Marietta, Georgia. I'm a practitioner at Heart, Soul, and Art. So if anybody is in the area, feel free to come and see me there. If you DM me, then we can set something up for those. I do Reiki. I'm a crystal energy guide, CMA certified over in the UK. They look at holistic health in a completely different way. So I have a certification that over there, they work with hospitals, they work with doctors with crystal energy healing. And I am a guide for that. So if you're interested in that as well, I'm also intuitive. So I can help you in a lot of different areas. Jessica and I were talking about what do I call myself, because I'm not a life coach, but I'm still figuring that one out yet. What I am. But if you need anything, please feel free. Just DM me and then I'll get back to you.
Perfect. Yay. Well, awesome. I'm so excited for your journey. Thank you for being here and putting yourself out there and sharing your knowledge. I mean, so good, and just in so little time. I'm like, there's so much more. I always feel that about you. I just love. I just want to learn from you. So, I hope you all enjoy the rest of your day. Thank you once again, Patty.
And I will. Thank you.
Yes, go follow Patty, DM Patty, get a session from her. She's amazing. And I will see you guys here on the next episode of Intimate Chats with Jess. If you want to follow me, or if you want to be a part of this, or check my info box on here. I'll have to put my email so you guys can email me if you want to be a guest on this as well. So, all right, thank you so much, Patty.